Good morning. Welcome to Cultivate. I am sitting in a quiet house because my kids are still asleep. It's officially summer, so I was saying that my kids are super lazy. And so um, I'm letting them sleep, but I'm excited because I get to have a little bit more quiet time, and that makes me happy. Um, it is Monday, so Monday usually is pretty busy for me, but today seems a little bit um, like a not busy day. So, really excited. Summer's here. And if y'all don't know me well enough, but I love summer. It's actually my favorite season. And so I love being out in the sun. I know it's hot right now and it's pretty humid because I live in Texas, and but it's so worth it to me. And I just need to find a pool. We were thinking about putting a pool into our house, but it was just the cost was crazy, and we have other things coming up. So maybe someday we will get a pool. Until then, we have to either borrow one from a friend or go to some kind of community pool or water park. And one day we'll have one. I promise you that because it's on my dream board. Um, but so I have not been really posting because I have been dealing with family things. My second daughter graduated, so two down, and we had that going on. And then my nephew graduated, and we were just traveling and going places every weekend and every week. There was just something going on. We've been really busy. Plus, our business is really busy, so that's really good. And so we've been running around doing all of those things. And so just life is full. And so we were really excited. But I know in the midst of life, when you're doing things that need to get done, the things that you want to get done don't always seem to be a priority. And that sometimes brings weariness and brings a little bit of like disappointment of like, man, I haven't worked on this, I haven't done this. And that's something that I'm working on because I went to a conference this weekend, and one of the ministers talked about complaining and complaining to the Lord, and that was me. I was complaining like, Lord, where is it in this time? um, and uh, and so those are some of the things that I still need to work on as just you know a human being. Like, stop complaining, you're gonna get there. You just need to have patience and trust. So trusting God means we're not leaning on our own understanding. And so we don't see how everything's going to play out. We don't know how things are going to play out, but we trust that He's good, and that whatever it is at the end, it's going to be really good. Um, so I have a scripture for you. I posted it a couple days ago, and it's Proverbs 21:21, and it just says, the lovers of God, and I'm paraphrasing, it's out of the Passion Translation, but I don't have it in front of me. But the lovers of God who chase after righteousness will see their dreams fulfilled. And I love this scripture because some of us are going after our dreams and our goals, and we're like, how do we get there? What do we do? We're getting weary and well doing, and all these things that we're trying to accomplish in our lives. But the truth is, you can't have life without connection to the Father. You can't have your dreams fulfilled without really getting down on your knees, really surrendering and seeking after His kingdom and Him, and then knowing that all things will be added to you. And so I want to encourage you this morning that in your dream going, in your life, be seeking after who He is, seeking after His character. Like, do you know who your Father is? Do you know how good He is, and the plans He has for you? And I often have to remind my own self, like, man, He's really good. One of the things that is a part of chasing your goals and dreams is being grateful and thankful. Like, you have to know, like, man, there may have things gone stuff wrong in your life. There may have been situations or circumstances. There may have been, bridges that had to been burned and relationships that fell apart. But you are still the righteousness of God. You still are in His fold. And so if you allow those things to dictate where you go in God, then you won't go very far. But if you're thankful and grateful of what he's done in your life, even up until now, it won't matter how the rest of it looks like. So sometimes I have to stop and think, I'm in the now, right now. I have to think about where I'm at, what I'm doing, and I'm standing here in the now. When I look back on my life, I think, man, he's done this. He saved me. He healed me. He delivered me. He set me free. He's provided for me. He brought me an amazing husband. He brought me 4 amazing children. The house that I live in, it may be, you know, not a huge house on the hill that we all sometimes Americans dream and live like, but it's not a shack. And so I don't live in a shack. And so I'm thankful for all of those things, for the cars that I drive. It's not a brand new car, but I don't have a car payment. So as we're getting into the place where God has us to be, we're just learning how to be grateful and thankful. And then I'll say, he's not done yet. He's not done yet. He's not done with our lives. He's not done with getting stuff to us. He's not done. But what we have to do is remember to seek him and seek his face. And so I wanted to encourage you guys in that, because the lovers of God who chase after righteousness will see their dreams fulfilled. And in that, the verse continues, and I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember it word for word, but that we get favor and abundance that follows us and just takes us over all the days of our lives. And so it's just amazing that God is still chasing, and he's chasing us, but we're chasing after him. I love chasing Jesus. It is the best thing ever. So I also wanted to invite you guys in the next few weeks. I'm going to set a date, but if you're in my area, and some of you guys know I love soaking, I also do soaking and soaking encounters. And so I'm going to have a event sort of at my house with just an soaking encounter. Just a time for you to connect with Jesus and connect with the Lord, and just really teach you how to meditate on his goodness. A lot of Eastern meditation talks about clearing your mind. And so, we're not doing that. We actually are renewing our mind, but we are actually bringing him into the process. Jesus wants to be a part of everything we do. We are spirit, soul, and body. We are mind, will, and emotions. And so he wants to be in every part of our lives. He's not just a spiritual God, but he actually takes care of us physically. He takes care of us spiritually, and even our souls. So I want to teach you guys how to tap into that, how to really enjoy your life every day and go after your dreams and your goals. So that's coming up soon. I am going to make an event page, so I just have to nail down a date. But I love you guys. I am so excited about what God's doing in June. I hope you guys have an amazing summer, and I hope that you cultivate your life.